Pass it here, I'll show you to clap
Manchester in general loves music. There's a lot of parallels between music and football.
Supporting City, like a togetherness, innit?
Yeah,
so I'm good, mate.
Mate, you're right. Do you feel the affinity that the fans have with local players?
It's just a special feeling.
Yeah. Didn't know if you know we actually became good friends with your dad.
With my dad?
Yeah.
Should we FaceTime him? Hey, yo!
The story behind Gary is I wrote a song inspired by a fiberglass gorilla that got stolen from a garden centre in Scotland, and his name was Gary. The album's called Gary, inspired by said fiberglass gorilla.
I'm dead attached to Nora. Do you go first?
I feel like when I meet someone, I know when they're a City fan. It's kind of that ingrained, like, oh, what if, or the City way kind of thing. And we've tried to shake that 4 Premier League titles in a row. But there's still that element of, like, I think even if it all went back the other way, that everyone would just stick by him still, if you know what I mean, and have a laugh with it.
There's something special as well about just thousands and thousands of people. And you get, I think this is like the relationship with music and footballers. Just thousands of people getting in the same place and all vibing off of the same thing. Is, you know, you can't recreate that. You can't watch a film and have the same feelings.
There is a lot of parallels between music and football, even like the performance aspect of it. I mean, you're building up to this like hour that is kicking off. Manchester in general loves music. Obviously, our generation, you've got like the Oasis thing with Man City, which was kind of, you know, they were playing Main Road when I was like 3. My mum went to that gig, so I was kind of brought up supporting City, and like my parents going to watch Oasis there. The records were on in my house, so I was kind of immediately like, them two came as a package in a way. Meeting Pep and Noel at the same time, I didn't like appreciate meeting Pep as much as I should have done. Noel was such a hero growing up, and still is. It's kind of like...
It was a bit too much, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, coming to the dressing room, lads, I'm bringing Pep Guardiola in, and you're like...
What?
Do you know what I mean? Joe was asking about, like, why has he made this decision to change that player and stuff, and I was like, fair play, mate.
I know. Yeah.
You went straight into tactics.
Yeah.
I went straight into tactics. I thought he'd loved that. He was dead honest as well. Like, we had a good chat about it all. But do you know what I mean? I had lager, so that was the difference. Do you know what I mean? So I probably said a few stupid things.
Or you laid the foundations down for the treble.
I don't want to say I was part of it, but do you know what I mean? I might have said a few things that sort of flipped his head.
No.
I definitely didn't. When like a local lad comes through, like Phil, Rico, do you know what I mean?
You've got an extra eye on him, and you're willing them on to do well.
I think Rico Lewis as a player is just unreal, isn't he?
I've never seen Rico play and go missing, which is like, says a lot about him at such a young age, which I've got time for.
You're going to be living up your best life today, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I actually wanted to go into filmmaking before the band, and so this, you know,
all that
directing an interview with Rico Lewis is I think I will be satisfied after
that. Student debt will be worth it, won't it, mate?
Yeah.
The one thing I'm looking forward to, which his dad texted me yesterday, so we know Rico's dad, but Rico doesn't know we know his dad, and we had a night out with him in London.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's been round mine for a brew. So I can't tell how it's going to go. He might be like, that's weird. Do you know what I mean? Or he might be like, that's mad.
Just get this gear out and get there.
Just get it done, mate.
You can get the camera.
This light box needs sorting out. Calming place, I think. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to meeting Rico. So we'll get turned away at the door now. So I'm good, mate.
Okay, mate, you all right?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all good.
One of them days. We're not interviewers, by the way, normally.
No.
We've got the role of the interviewer in this, so this is the fancy cue cards. So, you feel the affinity that the fans have with local players? Like, do you feel that?
I think so, yeah. I think Phil would say the same as well.
Yeah.
I think maybe it just feels more special just because you're from here and
Yeah.
you see people out in Manchester in town and they know who you are. It's just a special feeling.
Yeah.
I think when you know someone and you know how they've grown up the same way, because we were saying that we're like, you know, if you look at Cole and now he's gone, but I speak to so many City fans like, yeah, he's like smashing it still. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't have that same thing. Like whereas someone else, like a rivalry, going to like Chelsea, be a bit more like.
You want them to do well as well.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
You're kind of willing them on. Like once Phil broke into the team,
Yeah.
everyone was like, I hope he does well. Like when you broke in, I was like, oh, I hope he does well. And then when you start
smashing it,
doing the business, it's like, yes.
I think when you see someone that's so similar to you or comes from the same place, you just don't want them to do anything but do well.
Who were your football heroes growing up then?
Messi and Ronaldo.
Straight up, just like
I like Messi more, but both of them. I used to love watching both of them.
fair.
Yeah, I think he's the best.
I do.
the Messi thing doesn't surprise me with you, because I think when you're on the ball, I'm not going to compare you to Messi. Because you were looking at me then going, you know. But do you know what I mean, though? But I feel like the confidence you have on the ball and stuff like that is like...
People's play styles might then
Influence
give you an influence
100%.
on who you like more.
Where did you play growing up then, position-wise?
Midfield, and then as soon as I came to City, the coach just put me straight in right back.
Is that a position now you love, though?
I think it's helped me a lot here because there's so many good players that if you only play one position, it's so difficult to get in.
You kind of got to wear a few hats in terms of position. You got to play. You got to come in and do that.
I might start learning guitar then.
Yeah, there you go.
Tom looked at me,
I'm like, you
practice drums more first.
let's master one thing.
Yeah.
But that's what was good to see when because obviously once you broke in, it just was seamless and you were kind of straight into the way Pep plays. Is that to do with like the youth team?
I think because from the academy, I think when we moved here, everyone was playing the same. Everyone was trying to implement what the first team were doing. And I think once you've been doing that from 11, 12, 13, 14, 15...
it becomes more natural when you...
It helped me a lot.
Getting onto music, did you know, I've got here, your granddad Dave is a bass player.
Yeah.
And his band supported Oasis.
No. That was my fault. I said something completely wrong. In the interview time ago.
Oh, so he doesn't, so that's false.
No, that was wrong. But I told the guy after I said that was wrong.
Right, we're cutting this out now.
Yeah.
But it was Eric Clapton.
Still
he played with Eric Clapton?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to say that strongly, he did.
Yeah.
But I'm still not sure. But I'm pretty sure
that's
he did.
Class.
Nah,
so what music are you into? / what did you, like growing up, what were you into? Like, is it the same thing?
Growing up, like, all my mum used to play was Oasis and stuff like that, and songs like that. And obviously when I went to go and visit my granddad, he would always... But I used to play the guitar as well when I was younger.
Oh, really?
In primary school, I used to do guitar lessons because obviously my granddad did it.
Yeah.
And whenever I went there, he would show me like new songs and stuff like that. But obviously when I got older, I fell out of touch of it.
What level did you get to? Could you play
Smoke on the Water. That was about it.
So you were a lead guitarist?
Yeah, that was it. And then...
Do you think that's something you'd ever go back to, though?
I don't know. It's just a bit of effort in it. But I think maybe when I retire or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe not when you
bored.
just broke into Man City.
No, but I love that idea of seeing him, like, you know, when you see all the photos of him getting on a plane to like a Champions League or something, and Rico's got like a guitar, do you know what I mean, in his hand, like. But then the other thing, you don't want to be that cringy guy at a party. He brings out a guitar, do you?
That's what I mean.
Who gets to pick in the dressing room then? Is it communal or is it?
I think if a player had to choose, it would be Jack. He would definitely be on it. Like, he loves being on the music.
Tonight I've actually got a DJ lesson.
We have that dynamic. Even though we're obviously music's like our thing, there's still like dressing room. It's like I end up kind of putting the tunes on. But I pick my song choices based on who's in the room as well.
Yeah, but I think you have to do that. But you've got to do one for yourself as well.
Yeah.
You see, I'm the opposite, me. I'm
John
like
picks all the
cut B-sides, selfish,
Yeah.
Each their own.
I know. Can't help it. I feel like I win the room over sometimes, though.
Sometimes.
Not convincing that was it. Not at all.
We need to get the elephant out of the room. Didn't know if you know we actually became good friends with your dad.
With my dad?
Yeah.
When?
Coming to the game.
We had a great night out in London with him.
Did you?
We took him to a club.
Cup final.
We took him out to a club.
He's never told me about this.
Do you know what?
Yeah, we've kind of seen you break him through the lens of him, really.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
He's been my mouse for a brew. I'm mad that I knew you'd picture all that.
How's he not told me?
Have you ever seen your dad's dance moves?
No, I have seen them. I have seen them.
They were impressive.
Yeah, no, to be fair, he's good at dancing. He's good at dancing. He used to do it, didn't he? He used to do break dance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Should we FaceTime him?
That's what you, isn't it?
He's going to reject, you reckon, as well?
Hold on.
Hey, yo!
You've not told me anything about this. You've not told me anything about London, about nothing. He's miles off it, honestly. Don't tell me nothing.
We timed out, he was like, oh, but I think we made you dad. And I could see he was like, no, you were chatting.
Yeah.
had a good time. We're talking about your dance moves then. Tom said
He said he's seen your dance moves though, so you weren't keeping them under wraps.
You didn't tell me about that. Can they?
Right, we've got to go, mate. See you later, mate. Nice to see you. Right, Rach, I'm going. See you later, mate.
He's miles off it, man.
What a guy, though, honestly.
Nah,
He's an absolute legend. Like, I buzz off him.
He's a Muay Thai champion, well, was, and he's a coach, isn't he now?
Yeah, he just teaches it.
You could do bits, though, couldn't you, when you was younger?
Yeah, when I was younger, I did it.
Was it one or the other at one point?
Yeah, but I was doing both, and then obviously when City offer you a contract, then it's kind of like you've got to pick. So for me, it was like, yeah, it was a no-brainer.
I was going to say, do you think that's like escaped you into, do you know that sort of, to get to any level of like elite sportsman or elite anything, I suppose, or professional anything, do you think that's helped you?
I think it helps being in that environment in not just football, but in life as well.
Who do you reckon could do bits in the ring?
Can't see yourself, though.
In the Man City team?
Defo can't see yourself.
In the City team?
Yeah, who would be good in?
I think Kyle would be good.
Yeah.
Because he's just like so strong. Like, he picked me up today and squeezed me, I could barely breathe. He's just so strong. I think Ruben as well, because he's always in the gym.
Not Haaland?
I don't know, I can't see him like throwing a punch or anything like that. I can't, he's too nice.
So is Kyle's more naturally strong?
I think he's natural. Like, he don't need to do gym, but he's just
I had mates like that, like they're just hard, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm here, mate, I'm sat here, you know what I mean?
Well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, honestly, lovely to meet you.
Nice one,
finally meet you.
Finally meet you, yeah.